This is Rajesh. So to quickly give an agenda of the webinar, we'll be focusing on SAP SuccessFactors and SAP Analytics on Cloud, and how data can be fetched from SAP SuccessFactors and used to generate a lot of reports and charts and insights is what we are focusing on this webinar. So to quickly start off, a quick introduction on Blueprint, and then we'll go forward with the packages and the new solution that we have brought into the market. A quick gist on what Blueprint does. We were established in 2010. Our bread and butter was in SAP. So we kind of take care of SuccessFactors, HANA, Concur, and now Analytics on Cloud. We're gold partners. We have about 140 plus consultants. We are SAP Pinnacle awardists this year. And to quickly give a gist, we have started out with Concur recently. Going forward, again, a quick gist on what we do. We take care of ECC, the cloud platform, S4HANA, and analytics. So here, it will be a mix of cloud and analytics in this webinar. So SuccessFactors, I'm very sure most of you guys would have been aware of what SuccessFactors does, and I'm also sure that some of you guys might also use SuccessFactors before or now. So SuccessFactors again is a talent management suite. We call it a start anywhere, go anywhere solution, where let's say today your needs happens to be in a performance management and goal management. You can pick up a performance management and goal management and go forward with other modules, probably in the next phase. And probably you can go in a phase wise, let's say recruitment onboarding for today, learning performance for tomorrow, and then as in forth in future. And one of the hindrances that we have been facing in the market is the implementation time frame. Implementation time frame for SuccessFactors used to be about 12 to 14 weeks, 12 to 16 weeks. And we went back to the drawing room, SAP and us. We worked together, and we bought in a solution, which we call it as a partner package solution. So again, I want to quickly reiterate on what partner package solution is all about. And so here, what we have done is we have taken the best practices, the global best practices. We have analyzed Indian markets. We have analyzed what is happening and what is the need, and we have formed packages. So you might go back and think what packages is exactly and what is it that the difference is going to bring, considering that it's already an start anywhere, go anywhere solution. So what I mean by package here is, guys, the scope is fixed and the time frame is very short. Previously a performance management, goal management implementation time could take about 12 to 16 weeks, but we have brought in the best practices. The scope is fixed and narrowed, and we're implementing it within 4 weeks. I mean, again, I'm going to reiterate 4 weeks. It's just 4 weeks. So we have had great success in our packages, in the past few quarters, and we want to take it forward. And that's the reason we have launched other packages along with performance management, goal management, which we previously had. So the next question that people might come back and ask is, look, I've already got performance management and goal management in place. How about the other solution? Yes, we have got other packages, which is a mixture of other models put together. So you can pick up that and then integrate. Obviously it has a seamless integration. So integrate with your existing ones if you're an existing SAP customer. So to give a quick gist on what packages we have got in place, we have got packages for recruitment onboarding. We've got one for Employee Central PMGM. We've got one for compensation, performance, succession planning. The other one for PMGM alone, and the new one is for Analytics on Cloud. Let me just go a little deeper on each and every package. To start off, on recruitment management and onboarding needs, let's think your company has performance management in place, and you guys are planning to go with recruitment and onboarding. You guys can pick this up. And we have a fixed scope. I've mentioned this fixed scope, and I'll pass it on to you guys after the webinar. We have taken the best practices. The entire flow of your recruitment and onboarding is taken care of, right from your job requisition, fixing up interviews with the managers. Once if he selects, the job offer letters has been taken care of. If not, the data goes to the depository, and then the next onboarding process. It's a seamless, paperless process. Initially there used to be a lot of paperwork, HR admin team used to come in between, and then there used to be a lot of human errors. All this is taken care of. This is one of the packages that we have launched. The next one is for PMGM. Here this is PMGM. SuccessFactors is famous for PMGM. We started out with PMGM. We have got a package, and we recently even won an account which went ahead only with PMGM for a fixed scope. They're in fact going live within a couple of weeks and starting out their performance appraisals going forward from the Q1 of 2019. So what we have taken care here is the basic PMGM features and functionalities, where we have covered the objective, your CPM, your launching of forms, and your calibration. All these things are taken care of. So the next one is the employee central and performance management and goal management. So employee central being the base, where we have covered the ESS, MSS, and along with that is the performance management and goal management. So going forward, once SAP, when we are discussing more on analytics on cloud, we would be taking examples from EC and then connecting it with analytics and reports going forward. So I just want to keep you guys informed on that. So next package is on comp, performance, and succession. As you see, everybody compensation is based on his performance, and succession is based on the performance what they've had previously. So that's the main goal of bringing this package. Again, we have brought in the best practices, bonus, stocks, budget planning, and compensation and succession planning. We've got talent pool, career path, the 9-box view. The most unique aspect of SuccessFactors has been taken care of. So the next one is for the most mature companies, the companies with 500 plus employees, to put it frankly, where we have covered performance, comp, succession, and learning. So these are companies which are planning to scale up, let's say from 400 to 800 plus and 400 to 600 plus, 900 plus sort of a companies where LMS comes into the picture, the training and onboarding. So these are the packages. Let me just take you through the demo once. So again, to quickly reiterate on the packages, the time frame of implementing is very quick. Let's say we've bought in the licenses in in December, and you can see it going live by, let's say, 1 month or max 45 days, considering the number of modules you go ahead with. So only PMGM, we have done it for 1 month. So that's the beauty of these packages, considering that it has fixed scope and we bringing in the best practices. What you see here is a quick look on the SuccessFactors demo, the SuccessFactors page. So this is how your home page will look. So what you see here is the home page. So what you see in the rectangular boxes are called tiles. So this is completely customizable. Let's say you want something like review performance in your tile, you can have it. And going forward, if there is no need for it, you can take it off. Let me just give a quick take you through. So you have to, my suggestion is, any HR system, you have to look at in 3 perspectives. The first perspective is through the manager's view. The next one is through the employee view, and the third one is from the HR's view. How does it help all these 3 segments? Does it reduce the burden of HR department? The answer has to be yes. Does it help employees to take care of their HR needs? The answer has to be yes. Does it help the managers to evaluate and look at their team members? And the answer has to be yes. And that's when you really automate your entire process. And in any of this chain, if an answer is no, then it defeats the purpose of going ahead with a solution. So I'm just giving you an example from an employee or a manager's perspective. As I said, I've already taken a quick look on, just to show you once again, through the employee central and so here what I'll be showing you is through the employee central and the performance and management and goal management modules. And then going forward, Hemant and Jitin would take in the data from here, and it would be a continuity from here, so that there can be a clear understanding as in how analytics works. So quick look on the demo. What you see here is the homepage. Very simple way to look at it is, you can take care of your profile. You can do your own employee self-service What I mean by employee service is, let's say, you're single and you're getting married. You can just go back to your system and add married. Once you add married, based on the workflows, it goes for various approvals, and once it gets approved, it automatically changes in the system. So initially what used to happen was you used to send a mail to the HR, and HR used to make all those changes. There used to be a lot of errors. All that is taken care of, and you need to take in any document, all that is taken care of. So, and then the next one is the ID information here. What you see here, India, I configured the system as India. And let's say, you have a company, you have a subsidiary back in US. There's a person who gets changed from India, who gets transferred from India to US. And the minute you put, the specific country, all those data come into the picture. PAN card is taken care of. Let's say you're going to US, the social security number comes into place. All that, and that's where ES come. That's where employee self-service comes into place. The next one that I want to focus is on time off. So time off, again, configured it for the Indian, sick leave and the Indian casual leave. So as simple as this, you just have to click, 3 days, and then you just have to submit it. And once you submit it, it goes for approvals. And why this is important and how is it useful to your top management will be explained by Jitin going forward. The next one is your timesheet. The number of hours you've worked and your productivity levels. There are companies which works based on project level. Some companies work 4 hours. That recently there are a lot of companies which are looking at 4 hours, 4 week, 4 days, 4 hours a work week. And how does it help you? And in case if you've stretched on any weekend, what do? You can go back to your system and then update it in the system. That's how useful it is. So your manager can go back and check what he has done. Has he worked on a Sunday? Yes, why? And then he can go back and check, and he can align your work in such a way that you don't work on your Sundays. So the next brilliant aspect is your team's summary. So this is more on the manager's perspective. He can go to his homepage, he can look at his team members, and he can look at when they've taken holidays, what is their competency level, where they are from, and how many hours they've worked, and the basic qualification, what sort of trainings they've done, what is their compensation level, how many activities they've done. All that can be viewed right in the system, right in the home screen. So that's the beauty of the solution. So with this, you're automating the entire process of your manager, your employee, and the HR. There are no administrative work at all. There's a study which says a lot of HRs spend a lot of time on transactional activity. Our main purpose is to take that out and bring in and utilize the time for strategic initiatives. So that's where you're automating the system, and the main goal for us to bring in HR tools is for that. So the next quick look would be at your performance management and goal management. To quickly give you a brief, it works this way. So you create an objective at the beginning of an year, and then there is this continuous performance which tracks you, every week and every day and every activity basis. Then you have your forms that being launched at every month or every quarter. Some people go with an yearly analysis, and some people go with about a quarter review. So it depends on that. So again, this along with the number of days you have worked can be linked to a lot of data and reports going forward. So quick look on objectives. On objectives, you can just click and add an objective. And the beauty is, SAP SuccessFactors has got a lot of library in it. And considering that, let's say HR wants to add an objective for his yearly appraisals or his yearly activity, he can just go there, use the library that's already there, and then have a predefined goal that's already in the system, and this gets updated every quarter. That's the beauty of the solution. And, you can have a weightage being given to that. You can save it. And this goal or objective that you have created can be witnessed by everyone in the system. So let's say your manager can have a look at it. Your peer can have a look at it. Sometimes some people are okay to show those goals and objectives to their subordinate, and it works out. So that's how objectives work. So next goes on to continuous performance. So once an objective is created, let's say you want to recruit about 100 people this quarter, and it goes like this: you want to recruit about 30 people a month. So the activity for this month would be to recruit 30 plus people. And what do? You just go to your system, add an activity, and say, I want to add 30 plus people this month, and link it to the objective of hiring 100 people this quarter. And this can be tracked. So after every win, you can go back and put into the system saying that I have won these many people, I have won these many, I've recruited these many people. So manager can go back and give out all the activities, give out, badges to you. So which is like a success sort of a tool. You can go and rate that you have been successful in this endeavor. So that's what continuous performance is all about. So quickly on continuous performance management, I know initially it used to be like people would go back and have an yearly appraisal or half-yearly appraisal, but that defeats the purpose of having an appraisal. So you start your work, after 6 months, you made a lot of mistakes, and your manager comes back and says, this is not right. That doesn't work out, right? So that's why continuous performance is there in place, where you are being tracked with every single activity. You're being tracked with every single week, so that you're aligned to the objective right from day one. So that your objective is on the right path, and there isn't a lot of errors that's in place. So that's a quick look on continuous performance. The next comes your launching of forms. So HR or a manager can just go to the tool and launch a form. Launch a form which can, as simple as this. You can just go type, launch a form that's there. That's already created by the HR team, and we can launch it anytime. My company initially used to have a monthly sort of an appraisal. So every month at the beginning of the year, they used to send this, and they used to tell me to come back with the reviews within 3 days. And within 3 days, there used to be a lot of data that's been collected, and a lot of reports that have been charted out, and a lot of decision has been taken through that. So a quick look. So this is how it happens. So I've already created for the demo purpose. You just have to click next, and then you have it going there, to the employees. So I've just taken an example of one of the packages that we have got, that is Employee Central and Performance Management and Goal Management. It's a quick look. So just in case if somebody wants to have a deep dive, I will mention my email address and my phone number at the end of the presentation. You can of course connect with us. So the next phase of webinar would be on SAP Analytics on Cloud, and they would elaborate and explain on how the data that we generate through Employee Central and Performance Management will be used by the analytics team. Okay, so Hemant from SAP would give a quick brief on SAC.
Thank you, Rajesh. This is Hemant from the Partner Solutions Center, SAP Singapore. I would like to give you a quick overview about the product itself, which is SAP Analytics Cloud. SAP Analytics Cloud is software as a service offering from SAP. It is one of the strategic analytics products from SAP. It has 4 pillars. Basically, it is business intelligence, planning, predictive, and application design. It is built on top of our platform as a service offering, which is SAP Cloud Platform. And I would quickly run you through those 4 important pillars of SAP Analytics Cloud. The first one being business intelligence. In business intelligence, it's the process of creating your data models and building your stories on top of the models that you have created. The stories would consist of interactive visualizations. It would consist, we also have the geospatial capability. You can build very interactive and intuitive charts using the business intelligence capability. It also comes with the planning capability. We can do financial planning on the same platform. Financial planning, we have different types of planning: top-down planning, bottom-up planning, hybrid planning. So SAP Analytics Cloud supports all the types of planning. And also we have templates to help you build your planning models. So you cannot go wrong when you're trying to build your planning models. Planning also comes with the value driver tree capability. Value driver tree is something like the what if analysis. So we have sliders present in the value driver trees. So if you want to know by how much your revenue will go up if you decrease your travel budget, travel expenses by 5%. So it is as easy as sliding to minus 5%, and you can see by how much your revenue jumps if you decrease your travel expenditure. So you can, it's very easy to use, easy to build. We have great planning capabilities. You can do your allocations, you can do your spreads, you can do your distributes using planning. The third important pillar of SAP Analytics Cloud is the predictive capability. It is something, it's like hiring your own data scientist. End users can do this without hiring a data scientist in SAP Analytics Cloud. No coding required at all, zero coding. You just drag and drop your KPIs and you have your predictive insights, both in terms of charts and statements generated automatically by the product. So that is what predictive brings to the table. We have a plethora of predictive capabilities. It's called a Smart Insights, Smart Discovery, and Smart Predict. With Smart Insights, let's say that you're on a chart, you're trying to analyze your sales data, and you see the sales in a particular geography. Let's say your sales in Japan is going down. So you want to learn more about it, why the sales is going down. So you just click on that particular bar, and you get this bulb icon. So if you click on the Smart Insights, again, it tells you it drills down to the root cause and comes up with different charts and insights on why your sales is going down in the region. What is the cause? So these are the type of insights that you get out of the box in the product. The fourth important pillar is the application design. This is one of the recent capabilities that we have launched in the product. Application design is about building applications in the product SAP Analytics Cloud. If we have to compare it with the on-prem world, then it is something what our Lumira designer or our design studio does. It's something very similar. But this is not for the end users, it's for the IT guys. So the IT team uses the application design to build highly interactive dashboards and applications. Of course, since planning and predictive is also available on the same platform, we can embed the planning and predictive capabilities while building application designs. It requires some coding knowledge because to enrich the functionality that's available, the coding is mostly in JavaScript. So all these four capabilities, which is business intelligence, planning, predictive, and application design, available on the same platform. So this is the strength of SAP Analytics Cloud, all the four capabilities on the same platform. So this is a unique selling point of the product. So on top of this platform, we also have the three different applications, which is the digital boardroom, mobile, and SAP Analytics. Quickly running through what are these capabilities. Digital boardroom, it's for the C-level executives to make decisions. So usually today we use PowerPoint presentations to run the management, to brief them about where our company is, the financial positions, and different key KPIs. So today we use PowerPoint presentations, but a digital boardroom changes the complete experience. We can embed the stories that are built in SAC into the digital boardroom agendas, and the same stories can be reused for your board meetings. So what are the advantages of doing this? The advantages are that your data is real time. If it's a PowerPoint presentation that you're using, we would, if the management asks some questions that's not in the slide, then our standard answer would be that we will get back to you with data. But that would never happen with the digital boardroom because it's all real-time data. It's the same stories that are built in SAC being reused to build your meeting agendas. Mobile, we are mobile enabled. You can access stories on your handheld devices. So people on the run, people on the field can access analytics very easily, very responsive, very friendly. The third capability is the SAP Analytics Hub. This is a single canvas for all your reports. You can access all your reports, both SAP and non-SAP, using the Analytics Hub. So it's like a portal which directs you to all the reporting capabilities that has been built into your landscape. So this is about the product, about the capabilities it brings to the table. It provides a unified experience, which is planning, BI, predictive on one platform. So this is the strength of the product, SAP Analytics Cloud. And also from the connectivity perspective, we can connect to diverse data sources. It connects very well, integrates very well with on-prem data sources, cloud data sources, both SAP and non-SAP. So this is a quick introduction about the product. I would like to hand it over to Jitin to explain more about the package that has been built using SAP Analytics Cloud. Thank you.
Thank you, Hemant.
Thank you, Hemant, for that great introduction on SSC, and thanks Rajesh for that wonderful explanation on SF. Okay, so my name is Jitin Rone. I'm part of Blueprint Technologies Analytics team. And so before getting into the details of package and demonstration of it, let me quickly recapitulate about SuccessFactors and SAP Analytics Cloud relationship. SAP SuccessFactors is the most powerful HR cloud software from SAP, and its capabilities can be multiplied when we pairs with analytics on cloud. As mentioned by Hemant, the unique one simple cloud approach will allow SAC to deliver BI, planning and prediction in a seamless experience. I mean, very seamless experience. And, in this modern world, we very well understand that customer requirements cannot be met with conventional reports. What I meant by conventional reports, just finding out information from your own data or from our own data. Because, in this highly competitive world, we need to get a tool to find patterns or trends. And most importantly, we should find outliers from our own data. Then only we will be able to take right decisions at a right situation or a right moment. Okay, so we strongly believe that SAC is the best fit tool to serve this very idea of equipping our business owners with a good command on their own data. Okay, with this in context, let me discuss about our package, and our package name is Optimize HR with People Analytics. And this package is built on SAC, and it is exclusively for SuccessFactors customers. This enables our customers to embrace the analytics journey within 2 weeks of their SAC access. And core SuccessFactors modules, which is explained by Rajesh, the Employee Central and Recruitment are available off the shelf as part of this package. And as we know, no packages can be one size fits all. So we have taken care of like this. We can tune this package to make it more effective by harnessing and combining information from vastly diversified data sources or disparate data silos. But when it comes to customization, it goes without saying that the effort of implementation changes based on the extent of customization. Okay, so let's see, what all things are covered in this package. So of course, the customer should have SAP SuccessFactors license, and we will take care of the connectivity from SAC to SAP SuccessFactors, and the pre-delivered content will be deployed in the SAC tenant, and it will be enriched with the SuccessFactors data. And customizing content to meet customers' requirement, as I mentioned, this is an optional part. And leverage the, as mentioned by Hemant, leverage the complete capabilities of SAC platform, which is BI, prediction, and planning. Then we will take care of training the customers analysts as well. So the total duration of this particular package implementation is 2 weeks without any customization, and the implementation model would be offshore. Okay, so what this package contains, okay, as we have taken care of two core modules of SuccessFactors: headcount, also known as Employee Central, and recruitment. So when we talk about headcount, we are considering the diversity. That is one part of it. That is, the gender diversity, women in leadership, job classification, and age distribution. Then headcount in general, how the headcount is moving over a period of year, how many recruits, how many exits, everything we are covering. Then of course the salary and the performance of employees, and employee satisfaction based on this survey of the employee feedback, etc. Then another module which we are covering is recruitment. We know that recruitment is a very, very important thing for any organization. Right candidate for the right job is very, very important. So recruitment in general, what is the need of the recruitment, or how many applications are there? Then key KPIs, positions posted, how many applied for the job. Then of course the talent pipeline, how much is the openings, and how many people applied, how many fulfilled. So fulfillment ratio is an important KPI when it comes to recruitment. Then which is the best method for recruitment? Is it employee referrals or external agency? This kind of, at a high level, we will be able to understand which is the best method for the recruitment. So requisitions and positions overview. So this and all we have covered as part of this package. So without further ado, let me get into the system and show you a quick glance on what we are talking about. Okay, so I'm just logging into my screen, my SSC tenant. Okay, this is my home page. Why it's not? It's taking some time to load the system. Okay, this is how I have arranged my home screen, and these are the recent stories, and there are tiles for utilization, headcount, department, department-wise headcount. So just a disclaimer, I want to make a point here. Since analytics is a very sensitive area, I would like to mention here, we have not taken any sample data from our geography, or moreover, we have considered only open source data for this demonstration purpose. Okay, so I'm just going into, without wasting further time on this one. This is how we have arranged the things, and we can go to a story. Okay, so in the interest of time, I will quickly give a cursory glance at each stories and guide you through the stories or pages, etc. So this is the headcount story which I was talking about. So this is the overview page, and the details are arranged in multiple pages over here. The left-hand side will give you a quick overview about your headcount. And here headcount, we are talking about FTE, full-time equivalent. I hope everybody will be understanding what is full-time equivalent. And the average age at joining and average age at leaving, all these informations are captured, and at a glance the end users will be able to understand. Then the headcount movement, as I have talked at the year beginning, how much was the FTE, then over a period of times, how many new hires, how many exits, and what is the current FTE. Then the gender diversity, and of course this particular area is very, very important, like average tenure versus performance exits, because it's a very important and very interesting figure. As you can see, the insufficient employees are having the tendency to leave the organization within a year, and that's a good sign. And the progressing and successful employees are sticking to the organization for around 3 years based on the sample data. That's also good. But this is where HR has to come into picture. The outstanding employees, the cream of the batch, is leaving within a year. So that is something we have to do. We have to take some action on that one. Okay, so average salary per country is part of this one. Then age diversity, succession management, and another important thing which I'm not going into each of the page. It might take some time, but just a quick glance of these things. Distribution by country, business area wise employee distribution, It's another important thing, higher attrition trend, higher versus attrition, then average salary per country, then, time offs, context. Let me go to the next page, employee survey results, context, salary, the department-wise salary, the job position-wise salary, headcount per job classification, then average salary per country. All these informations are available, and of course at the left hand side you can do whatever. Suppose you want to exclude a particular thing, support I don't want to look at this one, I can uncheck this one. So then, context diversity, so the ethnic diversity, gender diversity, marital status, job classification, etc. is given. Then, let me go to the overview page once again, and it's another interesting feature I would like to show. This is something like a search to insight. So suppose, I don't know anything about this system, so I want to know the total FTE of this one. But I will just type this one and see, and just enter it. See, you are getting the total FTE. So that means this system is intelligent enough to understand your text, whatever you are typing. So it's a kind of text mining algorithms are inbuilt into this system. Okay, so a lot of possibilities are there in that context. I'm not getting into that one. Then I'll just quickly take your attention to the second story. By the way, the reports in SAP Analytics Cloud world is known as stories. So we are telling a story actually. So in recruitment, when we talk about recruitment, it is again the structure of this story is also almost same as the headcount. Wherein in the first screen we are arranging it as a very high level overview, what are the requirements and how many positions are there, and this is one level deep, job requisitions, and over a period of time like 2017 and 2018, how many requirements were there. So this is where I would like to show another interesting feature of this tool. So if you click on this one, see, you can just do a drill down and you can focus on a particular area. And also if you want to go back, you can go back. And if you want to see this one in a bigger screen, you can just, enhance or maximize it. And then this is another interesting factor I would like to show you. So there is something like, okay, Smart Insight, which Hemant had already mentioned. So when you click on a data point, you will get a bulb-like button, and when you click on that Smart Insight, system is having an interesting algorithm into it, inbuilt in this one. So it is by the click of each thing, you are able to understand is the top pay grade contributor. So you have not built a chart for pay grade wise number of employees. But on the fly, you are creating the chart, or ad hoc analysis on the data is possible. So as you can see, this one, once you are done the analysis, you just click on this one. So what you have done is you have taken a data point and you checked what are the things that are affecting that particular data point, and you have not created any standard or any graphs or any charts for that purpose. But on the fly, the end users have the option to create this chart, analyze their own data. So it is very intuitive, and this is how we are equipping our business owners on the full command of their own data. Okay, then again, this structure is, I need not explain this one. We have structured it the same way as we have structured the Employee Central. And again, the context, the total, and this is another interesting chart, talent pipeline, how many applications were there, how many screenings we have done, how many rejected, and how many got hired, and positions per pay grade. And also lead times per department, how much time the department is taking to hire an employee, and positions per job classifications, then regular versus temporary positions, and full-time versus part-time positions. Okay, so all these informations are bundled or wrapped inside the package of recruitment, and the same thing is being done in the Employee Central package as well. So Yeah, I'm done with the demo, so I will hand over to Rajesh for wrapping up this session. Okay, so thank you all, everybody.
So, hey, thanks, Jitin, and thanks, Hemant. It's great to know that how we can leverage analytics on success factors and the technical reports and insights and how it can help us take decisions, informed decisions, I would say, through the data. And the great thing again is on the time frame. When you look at it, analytics being implemented within 2 weeks. That's great. We're getting a lot of queries on how this works, and a lot of our existing customers and net new customers have been coming in, and Jitin and Hemant have been helping us. So thanks guys. So guys, quickly wrapping up White Blueprint. A quick reiteration. I've already mentioned these before. We have a talent pool of 45 plus customers. We have professional. We have expertise in professional services, pharma, manufacturing, and we are one of those allied partners to have a lot of packages. We have about 6 packages, and any match we can do, and if you've got anything existing, also we can help you integrate seamlessly, with our expertise. And we have got a ticket tracking system that's we have inbuilt. So just want to tell on that, and some of the success stories we have implemented for Mindtree in India. We have Equitas Bank, and we have VFS Global. VFS Global, we call it 7 modules, 7 months, and 7 continents. So that's a global account in which we have closely worked and implemented across all the SuccessFactors modules, and we're also looking at analytics going forward. So Equitas, again, it's a 10,000 plus employee company where we have implemented SAP Mindtree, a well-known IT company based out of Bangalore. One of our success stories, allied success stories, which we are very proud of. Some of the achievements, we have the SAP Pinnacle finalist, SAP Gold Partners, we're SAP ACE Award finalist, and some of our esteemed clients. When you look at our clientele, you will have customers across all the industries. Equitas with banking, Mindtree with IT, Subex with finance, Act with telecommunication, Par with the pharma with pharmaceutical. We have got customers across all the industries. To quickly wrap up, thanks guys, thanks much. Thanks for taking a part of the webinar. Thanks for your support, and that's it. Let's wrap up. Thanks so much for your time.